name is Jeannie McGinnis, and I am on the advisory board and the skincare trainer for the UK and Ireland. And I do have qualifications. I mean, I started off as a wellness journal. I've been in the beauty industry, health and wellness industry since the late 80s in some capacity, working for a hospital, doing all kinds of different things like that. But I now have qualifications in holistic nutrition, aromatherapy, plant-based nutrition, skin and hormones, and I'm working on some advanced qualifications right now, and I'm going to be writing a dissertation on skin and nutrition in the next 9 months, somewhere in there. So that's exciting. Obviously, I'm from America originally, but we've lived in Sheffield since almost 16 years ago. So we're now British American, and my kids have Yorkshire American accents, if you can imagine. So when we talk about our skincare, first I want to say it starts on the inside. All right, it starts on the inside. So I want to give a little overview, and I'm actually doing a big talk in Ireland next week for our Success Day on our drinking gels, our microbiome, and the impact on your skin. So it's a little bit of a different slant, but this is kind of a taster of what I'm going to be talking about, of how aloe really does impact your skin. So basically, when I talk about digestive health, I'm starting with your mouth, where you have enzymes when you chew, all the way to where it comes out. You know, and so there's a lot involved in that. I mean, you have your liver, you have your GI tract, you have your stomach. All those things are involved in your digestive health and digestive process. And when that is functioning well, you're going to have a lot more health. But when it's not functioning well, it will impact. In fact, they say 70% of your immune cells are located in your gut. 70%. Who knew that? Now, of course, those immune cells are also in your bone marrow and things like that. But if your digestive health is off, it impacts all your other bodily systems in some way. Where does aloe fall into this? Well, aloe is fantastic as one factor and a natural factor to helping with your overall digestive health. And the more I study aloe, the more, one, I up my aloe, and the more I am sold on aloe, both topically and digestively. It is a fantastic, fantastic product. So there's several things about aloe, some components that you could draw out that are really impactful on your overall digestive health. One is acemannan. Acemannan is an immune modulator. All right, or it regulates your immune system. So it helps to go in and regulate and bring balance to your immune system, which makes sense since a lot of those immune cells are in your digestion. Another one is it's an adaptogenic plant. What is that? There's a lot of plants that classify, but to make it adaptogenic, you need three things. One is it's safe and non-toxic, meaning you can drink it all year round. You don't have to take breaks from it. It's not low on the allergen list, so, and it usually doesn't do any interference in like drugs or something like that. So that's what makes it adaptogenic, number one. Number two, it works on more than just one system. So it works on not just your digestion, but maybe other systems like your epithelial tissues. And those line your respiratory, your reproductive, and all those places. It also, an epithelial tissue is your skin. So it is going to impact your skin even when you drink it. And the last thing about adaptogens is that it's in the name itself. It helps your body adapt to what it's supposed to be when you consistently use it over the long term. There are not instant fixes. So something like holy basil is an adaptogen. You're not going to notice a difference right away, but it also will help your body adapt. So aloe is a great way to do that, but it's consistent use over time to help your body adapt to what it's supposed to be. And that's also, and it can be for your skin, it can be for your gut. All right, the next one is an anthraquinone. All right, an anthraquinone is another property that you could draw out of aloe, and anthraquinones are very calming and soothing. Now, trying to stay within compliance, but you know, when you have a burn, you put aloe. That's what we think of, right? Or you've got, you know, some damage or whatever, and you put aloe on there, the reason anthraquinones will go in and be very soothing and calming, but it will also generate a higher cell turnover, which is what you need in those times to help your body regenerate. So that's another property of aloe that's really good. Another one is your microbiome. Now, 20 years ago, scientists got really excited because they discovered that your body has an entire ecosystem and your gut has an ecosystem. In fact, there's trillions of these microbiota or whatever, or flora. This microbiome made up of bacteria, both good and bad, fungi, viruses, a few other things, and there's trillions of them. And they regulate and do all kinds of things in your gut, especially, I mean, they even help with vitamins, they help with enzymes, they keep everything in checks and balances, and when you're healthy, 99% of those flora are working together in harmony. When you're not healthy, what happens is some of the good ones overgrow, which makes them not so good. Or you get some introductions of bad ones, but there's not enough good ones to fight them off. So that's unhealth or dysbiosis in the gut. Now, what was really interesting is 5 years ago, give or take a few years, scientists got incredibly excited because they realized all these other parts of your body that they thought were sterile were not sterile, including your brain or your lungs or your skin. And they too had these ecosystems as well, called the microbiome, to where you are surrounded and filled with this ecosystem of flora. All right? Well, the wonderful thing about aloe is aloe, and speaking of Valentine's, which is coming up, aloe and your microbiome have a love relationship. They have a good relationship because aloe, the bad bacteria don't like aloe. The good bacteria love aloe and feed on aloe. So it really promotes a healthy, balanced microbiome, which is not just important in your gut, but also in other systems. So when you have topical aloe, you're helping promote a healthy skin microbiome. Another thing about drinking gels is it's rich in nutrients and minerals and amino acids, a lot of our essential ones. Now, obviously, it contributes to our daily allowance. There's not enough of them to put on the label, but there's a lot of them. Up to 75 are recorded, including things like B12. B12 is very rare in a plant. Like spinach, I think, has B12, but aloe has B12, and that's a supplement that vegans need to have because they're not getting enough of it. So when you at least, use aloe on a daily basis, you're getting a bit of that B12, which is fantastic. But it also has a lot of our essential amino acids, which is the building block of protein. And it's fantastic. But our aloe has added vitamin C, enough to where we can put it on our label, which is fantastic. But vitamin C, there's several vitamins that are really good for the skin. Vitamin C is one of them. Digesting vitamin C will impact your skin. One, because it's high in antioxidants. What does that mean? We talk about in our skincare training, but basically when you have stress and what they call oxidative stress, which happens in many, many ways, say you're around somebody who's smoking, say that you had too much to drink, say that you didn't exercise or you exercised too much, maybe you didn't get very much sleep. Maybe you're a new mom and you're just kind of stressed because you've got a lot of things going on. That is creating stress in your body. And when that happens, you get these things called free radicals, which are unstable molecules. Too many free radicals is damaging, causes premature aging, causes, if there's too many over too much time, long term, can cause disease. So we need to fight these excess of free radicals. And the best way to do it, our body has a little bit of antioxidants, but we need to supplement both topically and digestively with antioxidants to fight free radical stressors. So that is another thing about vitamin C is it fights free radical stressors because it's high in antioxidants. It also helps stimulate collagen production. Collagen is very key as you age. You lose it especially around the age of 40, you lose collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid at a rapid rate. This is why we get wrinkles. This is why we get fine lines. Collagen is the support and structure in our skin. But vitamin C helps stimulate that projection, even though over time it has decreased. And then, of course, vitamin C, we take it to help support our immune health when you think about, anything when it's affecting our immune system. So that's a little bit about digesting aloe. So let's talk about topically, what are some benefits? Aloe has saponins, which is a natural cleanser, very gentle cleanser. Aloe has lignans. Lignans, what makes them special is the fact that it will take ingredients and it will become a carrier for those ingredients to go to a deeper level in the skin, where maybe one of these ingredients, say basil oil, can only go to one surface in your skin. When it's with aloe, because of those lignans, it can go to a deeper surface in your skin. So that's something topically that's really helpful. Then we have, it's a humectant. Humectant means it's like a sponge, and it keeps in and it soaks in water and moisture, and it holds it there. So it's good for just hydration. Supports pH balance. Well, at its source, aloe is at 5.5. Your skin is around 5.5 when it's healthy. Because it's also an adaptogen, it's going to help bring balance when your skin is out of balance, which is fantastic. And if it's too acidic or too alkaline, it's going to help bring balance to troubled skin. Another thing is that ace-mannan helps bring balance as well. It brings homeostasis, which means it brings balance to unbalanced places. So again, they all kind of work together and mesh together on those benefits topically for aloe. Again, being nutrient, mineral, and amino rich, and then added vitamin C for all of those reasons that I gave earlier. That's how it can impact your skin topically. So let's go through some of our products. I'm not going to go in depth because we're going to talk about some ingredients, but just an overview for those who aren't familiar. We've got 2 ranges, and then we have a complementary line that complements both of the ranges. So we have our Sonia Daily Gel System, and this is really for oily skin, which we'll go over in a second, or combination skin, which is around 8 to 45 years old. So in this, we have our cleanser. We have our cleanser. Right here, our gel-based cleanser, which is great, especially for oily skin. Really cuts the makeup. We've got our moisturizer at the end here, but in between, so we've got a cleanser. Over here, we have our refining gel mask. This actually is a fantastic product that's both anti-aging, because it's got some anti-aging benefits in it, but then it also is great for oil control because of the things like licorice in it, and I'll mention licorice and the stuff that it does. So I've actually been using this on a daily basis, even though I'm in my late 40s, because it's helping even out my skin tone and texture. But my daughter uses it to reduce the appearance of pores and that oiliness, and helping with oil control, and she's almost 17. So we've got a refining gel mask, which is our only sleeping mask, and this really is a lot more about oil control. I caution those with drier skin, because this is about oil balance, to maybe if you have drier skin, just to do it on an area if you notice maybe too much oil excess. But for those who have too much oil and want to bring balance, that's what this is for, and you can do it about 2 to 3 times a week. So, and then of course our Soothing Gel Moisturizer. I was saying to someone earlier, if you have oily skin, you still need a moisturizer. Just because you have oily skin does not mean you don't need a moisturizer. You just need the right oils. The right oils, because what you're doing, your body's just overcompensating, so you're needing the right oils to come in and help bring balance. So that is one thing I've noticed, especially with teenagers and oily skin, is they tend to, over exfoliate, which you shouldn't do. Don't exfoliate more than 1 to 2 times a week unless you're a man with hair, and you can do that every day, and we'll talk about that. Because you're overdoing it. You don't want squeaky clean. You want your skin to have the right oils. All right, so let's move on to the Infinite, which is our premium anti-aging range, but really this is for dry skin or maturing skin. And really, it could be from the age of 25. If you've had a lot of sun damage, you have premature aging. Your collagen and elastin and hyaluronic acid are going to break down at a faster rate. And so what you need to do is put the brakes on that, to put that to a halt, or even come and bring a little bit of correction there. And with our products and their premium anti-aging, very comparable on the high street of your premium brands. You start with a cleanser. It's a very gentle cleanser. It's a milky cleanser. It's a lot more for sensitive skin. So if someone has sensitive skin, I tend to recommend that one. Then we go to our Firming Complex, which is our only beauty supplement. And this has wonderful things like ceramides and French melon, which is a super antioxidant. So remember all those antioxidants. French melon is a super antioxidant, which is amazing. And then our award-winning and probably one of my favorite products, the Firming Serum. Now this does not have oil in it, so you could actually use that for all skin types. But it is a lot. It's got some amazing peptides in it. In fact, it was in Good Housekeeping about 6 months ago. They tested 33 firming serums for anti-aging, and this got number 8, and it was probably the lowest price of the top 10. And it really does. It is my go-to, and I feel like it's something that's like held off the wrinkles for me, and I've been using it ever since it came out. It's one of my favorites, but you can use it on all skin types. And then last is the Restoring Creme, or Creme, however you want to pronounce it, with 15 potent skin conditioning ingredients from all these beautiful botanicals. And it is potent, and one of my favorites, which we won't talk about, is Centipede Cunninghamii, which is in this. It's quite a pungent smell, but they decided to leave it in, and the smell does go away within about 2-3 minutes. It really does. But they left it in because it doesn't just reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, it reduces the depth of the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and that really does make a difference in terms of anti-aging, which is fantastic. So that's the last. Now I would say where the beautiful thing, there is synergy in the sets. If you buy the set and you use just the set, there's synergy and they work together. They were made and formulated together. The wonderful thing about our products is you can mix and match. Where you can't mix is in the moisture, Restoring Cream and the Soothing Gel Moisturizer. And I would say even in the Refining Gel Mask, you just have to be a little careful on dry skin with that one. But the moisture, this is really geared towards oily skin or combination skin. This is geared towards dry skin or maturing skin. I would not give Restoring Cream to my daughter because it, you know. And then when I do Soothing Gel Moisturizer, I'm like, I need some more moisturizer. You know, I can feel it, you know, because my skin is drier. So that's the big difference, but you can mix and match. And I do it. I totally mix them all up. Like I use a Hydrating Cleanser in the morning in the shower because I know it's really hydrating. But I definitely love my Refining Gel Cleanser at night because it gets off the makeup, it gets off the SPF, the grime. I double cleanse usually, and it's fantastic. So last but not least is our targeted line or whatever, and we have products that we keep adding to it because it's all about needs and preferences. So instead of reinventing the wheel, they said, why don't we make one toner? And you can use it for everything. You know, because aloe is our base, and aloe is great for all skin types. So we've got our balancing toner with beautiful hyaluronic acid in it, which is something that you start to lose as you age as well. Of course, high in aloe. Awakening Eye Cream have those peptides, so this is really great for anti-aging and very hydrating to reduce the appearance of puffiness and things like that in the eye. We have our Protecting Day Lotion, which has an SPF, which is great for British weather, just bopping around, and I use it every single day. SPF is the biggest thing you can do to prevent signs of premature aging. And I have a whole talk on sun and UVA and UVB damage, but I use it right under my makeup on top of everything. And then Smoothing Exfoliator. We've got 2 exfoliators in our thing. We have our Aloe Scrub and our classic products. We have this, and there's a little bit of a difference because this one has Korean bamboo extract, which is a finer granule, so you're going to get a little bit more of a sandier feel than the Aloe Scrub, but it's a fantastic, won't scratch your skin, great to remove, and your skin loses its natural ability to exfoliate dead skin cells. You know, from the age of like 20, you know, you start to lose that. So that's our overview of our newer products. And of course, we've got some I've already talked about all this. Oh, wait. We have our biocellulose mask over there as well. One of my other favorite. Who's used the biocellulose mask? Yeah, fave right here. And it doesn't have oil in it either. Even though in our pack we advertise as for mature skin, all skin types can use it because it's not oil-based. And so it's fantastic, and it's all about hydration. And so that is one of my favorite things. So who is this for? I already mentioned this. You can pick and mix except for the moisture. That's where you just need to be careful in the skin types. But there are 3 science-identified skin types. Dry skin, those with dry skin know they have dry skin, more scaling and peeling, more wrinkles and fine lines. Oily skin, those with oily skin know they have oily skin because it's tacky and sticky, and usually mid-afternoon it's like it can be really shiny because all of us, even if we have dry skin, you get the most oil production in the afternoon because your skin is trying to protect you from all the elements and that kind of thing. But combination skin is when I get people saying, I don't know what skin type I have. I'm like, you have combination skin. Because it will fluctuate. Even with great skin, and this is where normal skin would come in, you still fluctuate with hormones, you fluctuate with stress, you fluctuate when you fly, on an airplane. When you have too much to drink, and you get too much oxidative stress, you will fluctuate and you will get changes in your skin. But combination is the largest demographic, 18 to 45. And then, of course, we've got a whole set of classic products in my training. If you've been to my training, we've actually kind of gotten some fresh things in the one that we're going to be doing in March. And we've added more of our classic products. One of my favorites is Aloe Propolis. I love propolis. I don't know if you know anything about propolis, but bees go to the resin in trees and plants, and they get this out, and resin is meant to protect those plants. So they take this protection, they take it to the hive, they make their bee magic, and they coat their hive in propolis. And propolis is what keeps it sanitary, what keeps it safe, what keeps the bad bugs out. So we've taken that property and we put it in a lotion. And so I love a lot, like Royal Jelly, all these bee products, but this is in one of our lotions and is very exciting. So we are covering more of our classic products now in our skincare training. All right, so let's talk about some essential oils and ingredients. Let me get to my flashcards because, here we go. And we're going to do a little demo or two here in a minute. But let's talk about these because I think it's always good. What I did, like I said, I only took about a third of these because I wanted ones that were in multi-products, except for the very end ones. They're in multiple products. Because it's always good when you do demos, or if you have a pamper party, you could say, there's apple in that. And apple promotes freshness, it promotes health, apple a day keeps the doctor away, So think about all these botanicals instead of just your products, because it's going to really bring those products to life as you talk about them. I'm going to get a little water just for a second. Hang on. Feeling the need for water before I go on. Okay, so let's talk about some of these properties. So apple actually helps reduce the appearance of pores. It has a lot of smoothing properties, and these are things that we have extracted a lot of these things, and they're derivatives of these. So it has smoothing properties. It's really rich in vitamin C, so it's immune stimulating. And then apple has natural AHAs, that's alpha hydroxy acids, and that's basically a very, very gentle exfoliator. So it's going to help with healthy cell turnover. It's going to help get rid of some of your sluggish skin debris and all of that. And we have that in both of our cleansers. Now coconut, I actually have a tree nut allergy, a mild one. But because this is a derivative, I'm great with all of our coconut products. Now, I say always test. Always do a patch test because you never know. In fact, I met a woman who's allergic to cucumbers, and I was like, seriously, are you allergic to cucumbers? Oh, bless you, But you never know if you get someone who's allergic to some botanical or something. So it's always good to do a patch test. But I found even for me, because they're derivatives, Except for the mask. The mask, they actually take coconut water and ferment it, and then they feed it aloe, and then they give it the seagrass and the horse chestnut and the glycerin. There's a lot more coconut in there, but even there, it's still pretty mild, and I do great with it. So every person's different, though. It is all about moisture and hydration with coconut. It's especially helpful for drier skin, more compromised skin, because it strengthens the cell tissue. It absorbs quickly. It's not going to sit on your skin. And honestly, if you have oily skin, you do not want anything sitting on your skin. You really don't. And even if you have dry skin, you don't want it sitting there for a long time. So it absorbs quickly. And it's a natural cleanser, so it helps eliminate dead skin cells. And again, this is also found in our cleansers. It's in Protecting Day Lotion, Smoothing Exfoliator, and our Biocellulose Mask. So our next one is lemon peel extract. And it's really interesting when you look at lemon in the aromatherapy world. It's not just like squeeze some lemon and put it in there. I mean, they take oil extract, and it takes up to 50 or more lemons just to do a tiny little bottle, all right? And so there's a lot of lemon in there. But lemons are fantastic for clarity, for softness, for removing and exfoliating dead skin cells. But one interesting thing about lemon, it's highly acidic, very acidic. Your skin is 5.5. But even in your body or on your skin, even though it's a very acidic thing, it comes in and it converts. And it actually brings balance. So whether you're too alkaline or too acidic, it will help bring balance. It's a very interesting, and there's a few fruits and vegetables that are like that, but lemon is one of the top ones of converting your pH balance to what it's supposed to be. And it's in our smoothing exfoliator and our aloe hand soap. So one of my favorite is the Licorice Root, because there's so much, going on in terms of research, and it's one of the top Googled botanicals. Basically, a few things. When it's potent, high in antioxidants, so of course it's going to combat those environmental stressors, those free radicals, mop them up. But it also has leucochalcone. Now, leucochalcone is very key, and this is why we have it in our illuminating gel, in our daily gel mask, because it's all about controlling oil production, balancing oil production. That's what this factor is, and this compound is in licorice root extract. It's very soothing, hydrating, and it works together. We pair it with algae, which does the same thing, brightening the skin's tone and texture in a very natural way. And so that's one of the main functions. But there's a lot of other wonderful things about licorice, but these are some of the main ones for today. All right, let's see. How are we doing on time? Okay, let's keep going. So we've got cucumber, which is in our toner and in our Gentleman's Pride, but really it's all about hydration. It's 96% water. If you can remember when people had puffiness and they put slices of cucumber on their eye, really it's because it's hydration that you need. It's to help reduce the appearance of puffiness. It's helped to hydrate, to cleanse. It's very calming. It's very soothing. It also, like aloe, has lignans, so it prepares. So our toner, I use it to get off the last of the dirt and debris after I exfoliate or after I cleanse, but then I don't wipe it off because it has lignans and it has aloe and it has hyaluronic acid, and I want that in my skin. Right, and those lignans prepare the way for the moisture to go in deeper. Then we have sunflower seeds, which is high in vitamin E. It also is high in vitamin A. And when you talk about the top vitamins for skin, A, C, and E are the top ones. So this one has A and E. It also has linoleic acid to moisturize and protect. So this is an omega-6, which helps to those lipids in your skin help the skin function, the barrier function, and all that to perform at a better rate. It protects collagen and elastin. So this is a anti-aging kind of thing. And because it's going to protect, because we do lose it, so it's going to help protect that. And it's very calming for unbalanced skin. All right, a few other things. So jojoba oil. We use jojoba a lot. This is probably in most of our lotions because the biggest factor is, one, all skin types can use it. It doesn't clog your pores. But two, is jojoba actually mimics your natural wax that's found on your skin. That wax that protects you, that skin barrier function. It mimics that. So that's why we use it in a lot, yes, come and join us, in a lot of our skincare products. It also absorbs quickly. It's not going to sit on your skin, which is really good. And like I said, it's in our Gel Moisturizer, Exfoliator, our Refining Gel Mask, our Awakening Eye Cream, our Restoring Cream, our Aloe Lotion, it's in a lot of our products. We use it, actually, the larger ones in our exfoliators. So both of our exfoliators use jojoba beads and jojoba oil, which is great. So let's go on to basil oil. Basil is fantastic. It's high in vitamin A, C, and K. So K are those lipids. Again, those lipids are what give you that moisture that you need in your top layers of your skin. It's great, though, for sluggish and congested skin. Now, in the aromatherapy, essential oil world, actually, you use basil, you put it in water, and maybe you might mix maybe lemon essential oil together as well, a couple of drops, and use as your disinfectant and your cleaner around your house. That's how powerful basil oil is as going in and fighting, those bad guys and the bad bacteria. And so it really is fantastic. And we use it in our gel mask and in our Infinite Restoring Cream as well. The reason why we use it in our Restoring Cream is because it helps with healthy skin turnover, which is what you need. You don't want sluggish skin because your skin will hold on to those dead skin cells the more you age, and so it helps with that. All right, and then we've got chamomile. Chamomile, when you think about chamomile, you usually think about chamomile tea, and that's because it's a very soothing and calming. And when you have angry skin, when you have skin that's really imbalanced, you need something that soothes and calms it. So we actually have chamomile in multiple products as well. Chamomile also is fantastic for your microbiome, what we talked about earlier, because it also fights the bad guys in your microbiome. And so it's really good. It also it's high in antioxidants, so it fights those free radicals and those stressors that come along. And again, we have put it in a lot of our products because it's very soothing and calming. All right, then we have lavender. Lavender is incredibly hydrating, very moisturizing, absorbs quickly. But here's a couple of interesting things about it. These lavender oils actually help stimulate cells to regenerate, which is what you need. You need new cell growth because your cells go through a 28-day cycle in your skin. And you get new ones, they come up, they die. But then in congested skin or dry skin or old skin, it will hold on. And you need that to come off so the new skin can come up. So it helps stimulate new cell regeneration. Lavender is actually from the mint family, which is interesting, and it's one of the most popular essential oils out there. And in essential oil, you actually put it on in a diffuser, or you could put it in a carrier oil on your temples because it helps relieve tension. That's how potent it is. And so we put these calming effects, these soothing effects into our Infinite Restoring Cream. It also helps with collagen synthesis, and so it helps with that collagen production and stimulates that. Then we've got mushrooms. Now really, it's more the beta-glucan that we have extracted from the mushrooms, not necessarily mushrooms themselves, but this element of it, because beta-glucan is really needed for immune support, and it stimulates the immune function. It also helps to soothe, to even out the tone, this is a typo, even out the tone and texture of your skin. But one of the things is when you have a skincare routine, you need to seal it up, so to speak, especially if you have drier skin. So you cleanse, exfoliate, and then you moisturize. But when you've got beta-glucan is like a seal on top of all of it. So we have this in our Protecting Day Lotion. We have this in our Soothing Gel Moisturizer. And it's like a seal that it comes to help protect your skin barrier function, because you need a healthy skin barrier function for healthy skin. Okay, just a few more, and then we're going to do some demos. So, avocado. Now, this is just, we only have it in one product, but I just thought it was good because some people are like, I just want a bar of soap. I'm like, well, bars of soap are terrible for you unless they're special. The reason is a bar of soap on the high street has a pH of around 12. I think drain cleaner has a pH around 13, right? Very, very, very alkaline, which means it will strip your skin, and over time it will bring premature aging. So what you want is a soap that's closer to your own pH, which of course aloe, pH is around a healthy skin. Avocado, because oils, and you can get special soaps with oils, and ours has avocado oil. It doesn't have a pH, rather avocado comes and brings balance. So it's all, and it also is high in fatty acids. Those fatty acids, again, are that skin barrier function, those lipids, what you need to protect your skin. It's got a lot of that moisture in it as a soap. And so if you get somebody who's like, I just want to borrow soap, you can tell them about the horrors of just high street soap and how bad it is for you over time, but also how amazing our soap is, because it's all about promoting healthy skin and giving it the moisture that it needs. So very simple thing. And then chlorophyll supports your microbiome, again, what I talked about earlier. So it fights the bad guys, the bad flora, but then it also promotes the good guys as well. And so that's a little bit about chlorophyll. And then last but not least is another product, the alpha E factor. I just thought I'd bring in, alpha E factor is a combination of oils that don't clog the pores. There is an aloe base in it. There's bisabol, which is a form of chamomile, very soothing, but it also has borage oil. And I love borage oil because it's one of the, there's omega-3s, which we need lots of those. Omega-6s, which we need a balance in that. And if you get too much omega-6, it's not too good for you. So you need a balance with omega-3s and omega-6s, except for a certain type of omega-6, which is called GLA, gamma. That type of omega-6 acts like an omega-3, which is anti-inflammatory, really, really, really good for the skin, very soothing and calming. It is a skin vitamin. And that's what I actually call the alpha E. That's my nickname, a skin vitamin. And so there's a lot of studies that those with, to be compliant, angry skin, very unbalanced skin, are actually lacking omega-6 GLA that your body needs in the skin surface. So this actually helps promote, where it's very imbalanced, the right kind of oils. So it helps support the skin's lipids and barrier function. But what I love about Alpha E is it's a multi-purpose product. So you can use it just on areas that are a little unbalanced or dry. Like I have a dry patch, I'll put it on. It soaks in pretty quickly, but you can also use it on the ends of your hair. You can use it on your cuticles and your nails. You can also, and I have men who are balding, who put it there because it protects their head, and because their head can get dry up there. It also, I've had men use it as their shave, and they use it before the shave, or they use it as an aftershave. Women use it as an aftershave as well. So it's a very multi-purpose use, and if you haven't tried it, well, we've got some today that you can try. So those are a little bit of what we've got. Let's jump down, and I would love 3 volunteers. 1, 2, 3. Come on up. Oh, over here. Come on up. All right. So kind of what I wanted to do is just kind of show you. You guys can line up right here. And has anyone, okay, do you use any of the products?
Yeah, some of them.
Some of them. Do you use Infinite or Sonia? Mix? Neither. Okay, well, which one would you like to try? Infinite or Sonia?
The best one.
The best one. They're both. Why don't you try Sonia?
Okay.
I use the Alpha E and the Night Cream for the Infinite.
Night Cream for the Infinite. Why don't we do Infinite, both things, okay?
I use Sonia, but I use the Infinite Serum, but I think I should go more for Infinite for what you said.
Yeah, maybe just because it helps with premature aging and blah, blah, blah. So, well, the beautiful thing is you can mix and match. You really can, which is great. Synergy in the sets, but mix and match, except for moisture. And it really depends on your skin type. So what we're going to do, if we take one of these, you're going to take one hand. We're just going to do it on one hand.
Should we squeeze?
Nah, just keep it, rub it on. And one side, you're going to just do a little, we're just going to wet it down a little bit. And then keep it, because you're going to use it to wash off. And we're going to do, all right, we're going to do Sonia Gel Cleanser on you. I just gave you a lot.
You did.
I know, sorry about this. I should have used, okay, let's do,
I must need a lot.
why don't we do the Hydrating Cleanser? Yeah, you sure did. Don't worry, these are wet too. Oh my gosh, you have to be careful with that thing. There we go. See, best just to do a little dab. Here we go. Now smell it, feel it. Wow, that was a lot. Sorry about that. Smell it, feel it. You notice there's a natural foaming in this, and that's the Acacia Condensata plus the apple. Acacia Condensata is another botanical, which I didn't cover. And it's just that natural cleanser. Then you've got the hydrating cleanser with the coconut and the apple in there, and there is a little bit of a foaming, but not as much as this one. This one will cut your makeup more. That one really is great for sensitive skin, but it's incredibly hydrating. Like I said, I put it in the shower, and so... And then that one, which one did I do there? Oh, wait, did I give you gel cleanser too?
No, the same as,
Yeah, gel cleanser. That's why I was like, yeah. And then yours will not foam. That's right, because you're infinite. And so, but just smell it, feel it, and then we'll wash it off. There we go. See if you can wash that off. With my, I know, I gave you too much. Oh, there we go. It's coming off. Fantastic. That's right. You still need it a little bit wet for our next bit. But I'm just trying to show you, too, how you could do a little demo. If you're at a fair, if you're at the gym, I've had people at garden centers, add some botanicals around you, add some fresh herbs and say, guess what's in our stuff at a garden center, and do a little skincare demo. All right, so we're going to do the exfoliator. Have you tried the exfoliator yet?
I use a scrub.
Okay. Yeah, I should use the applicator, but there you go. And the key is always do it on one hand and keep the other hand the same, like dry, because you can see a difference, especially with the exfoliator. It's really interesting, the skin tone and texture. So how does that feel?
It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Scrub. It doesn't scratch.
It doesn't.
Great.
Exactly. Now
It's quite soothing.
yeah, it's very soothing. Now it's a little sandier feeling, but that's that Korean bamboo extract. Then our Aloe Scrub. The Aloe Scrub is just a jojoba. This has the added Korean bamboo extract. It also has papain, bromelain, which is from pineapple, the lemon essential oil in there. Same thing. Anything over here?
Yeah, it's different.
It's different. It is different than, yeah, it is finer, but it won't scratch your skin, which is really good. So here's some wet ones. You can clean that off again, and then we'll put some moisture on. If you need another one, let me know. Go. All right. If you need a tissue, let me know.
Just gonna ask.
We have tissues.
Okay. It's on the other side. Thank you.
Great. See the difference? All right, who feels like there's a difference?
Yeah. Already.
You can. I see, this is why it's really good to do one hand, because people really can see the difference. And it's just that, there we go. Woo! All right, so there's that. So let's do, because you can do all skin types with the serum, so I'm going to do serum for everybody. I love the serum. It's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, mine too.
Ugh, don't leave home without it. Though I wish they had little portable ones that I could take on the airplane with me. But no, that's okay. So try the serum. Feel that with the amazing peptides in here. Just all about hydration. Hydration, hydration, hydration. Hyaluronic acid, which is what you lose as you age, and it's got the beautiful hyaluronic acid in there. So there we go. Actually, you can totally see. You need to go around and show people in a minute. All right. So who wanted to do the Sonia moisturizer? Do you want to try the Sonia? Okay. So same hand. Whoop! I gave you a lot, but that's okay. Not as bad as the. I know. Give you a lot of everything. And then this one. How about we do the infinite over here? Take that. Take that.
I never put it on my hand. Just for the face, it's nice.
I love it. Now, like I said, it does smell a little potent right at first, kind of woodsy. That's that Centipede of Cunningham eye. But it goes away within about 2 or 3 minutes. And for me, I'm always like, I am moisturizing my face. This is good. Like I said, that has a lot more skin conditioning ingredients in it. And so, personally, I love it. So yeah, any remarks or any?
It's quite refreshing.
Yeah, that one has a real refreshing scent. I really like it. It's quite nice.
It's light.
It is very light. So that's the thing is, like my daughter, when the Sonia first came out, she's like, Mom, have you seen my face? It's oily. I'm not going to put moisturizer. And I was like, no, you need the right oils. So yes, you need a moisturizer. It's just the right kind. It's very light and absorbs quickly. It's the gel base, gel encapsulated. What that means when we have our gel encapsulated system is it takes ingredients that don't like to work together and makes them work together. You know, it also gel is better for oily and combination skin as well.
Do you only use this one at night?
I use it both times. I need the hydration personally, so I use it in the morning and the night. But you could just use it at night if you have combination skin and get the anti-aging benefits and that kind of thing. So, like I said, you can mix and match. You really can.
If you mix and match, how do you know which one is working or?
Well,
Going with it.
the thing is that you'll feel the difference of moisture. I think that's the big thing, but I think they all kind of work. They just all work together, and so you'll just notice the difference in your skin. Okay, who would like to try Alpha E, just to give it a go?
Yes, please.
On top of that.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
This is just,
I use that one.
okay, anybody else want to try Alpha E? Okay, try a little Alpha E, might as well. I might have to have you like come over here and, here we go, Alpha E, Alpha E. It's my unsung hero, it's skin vitamin. I'm like, why we never talk about this as much? I think it's fantastic. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is just the Alpha E party. All right, so if I can't reach you, just come up to me and I'll give you a little Alpha E, because, there we go. Oh yeah, running up to try. It will take about 2 or 3 minutes to absorb into your skin. There we go. Oops, we ran out. There we go. Alpha E, Alpha E. Oh, look.
Thank you.
I'm just like, Alpha E. Oh, it's sure. A little bit goes a long way. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Come up. I'm going to finish up doing this so I can wrap it up, because Beth is going to come up here in a second for her talk. Otherwise, we'll be here Alpha E-ing all day. But if you want to try a little, I'll be in the corner. Here we go. All right. We'll get the rest in a little bit. Oh, thank you, ladies. How about this? Little prize for you for being so bold.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. There we go. So, yes, thank you, volunteers. So to wrap it up, hopefully this gave you a taste of our ingredients, at least some of them. I mean, we've got so many more. I mean, I could do a whole thing on anti-aging ingredients, like ceramides, hyaluronic acid, all of that kind of stuff. I've got a whole, yeah. How about come and ask me, because I won't be able to hear you at all. So come and ask me when I have Q&A in a second. So there we go. Yeah, we won't be able to do this because I can't hear. There we go. So anyhow, there's a lot of amazing things about our skincare products. Just an FYI, I have revamped our skincare training. We've added some products. We've added some new information, which is really exciting. And our next training is in March on the 3rd, on a Tuesday at the Manor. After that, it's not till like 7th, I think, in June in London. So we have gotten less trainings. We're spacing out a little bit more. Yeah. So that was my next thing. Online product trainings is we actually are doing a lot more webinars. So I encourage you, the webinars are free. I'm doing one on Pamper Parties end of this month, I believe. I'm hoping to do a few more on different aspects and ingredients and the science and all of that. And so those are free and available. I encourage you, if you want to know more about the drinking gels, David Urge has a great one on our drinking gels. And I know I've done one on Infinite and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of free resources, and I encourage you to do that. So anyhow, what we'll do is I'm going to come over there because I know Beth has to set up and answer any questions if you have any questions. And if you're like, please let me try Alpha E or one of these products, feel free. They're here. It's your chance. Try before you buy. There you go. All right. Thank you very much.